Wow, my passion for food has been with me for my whole life. Literally from I was about 4 years old. As soon as me and my sister were old enough to stand, my mum would have us in the kitchen helping her with the family meals, helping her to prepare everything from main courses to cakes and everything. So I've cooked all my life. Obviously, with that came very enthusiastic eating habits, should we say. So I've always enjoyed food. It's always been a big thing for me. So yeah, it's been with me forever. Yeah, sure. It's my own health issues really. Like I had very bad acne from the age of about 10 years old. So literally it was the summer of like leaving little school, going up to the bigger school, and it just sort of really flared up. And I went to different doctors and tried all manner of treatments and lotions and potions and creams, and nothing really helped. Nothing really made much of a difference. But when I got to about 15 years old, my friend's mum lent me a book. It's a book on nutrition, and she basically said, unless you look at what's going on the inside, nothing will change on the outside. So I read this book cover to cover, and there was like that light bulb moment, that aha moment that I could actually play a role in my own health here. There's something that I could do to improve things, and that's what started it really. Then from there I must have read over 1,000 books, and then did my first degree in human nutrition, did a second degree in herbal medicine, and then a master's degree in nutritional medicine. So very much got into the science of plant biochemistry and medicine, nutrition and that kind of stuff, and married it together with the cooking. It just seemed like the most obvious synergy to me. Certainly not at the minute. I mean, whether it will in the future, I've got absolutely no idea. But at the minute, it's so strong, and the desire for it is so strong. And I think at this point in history as well, people are finally waking up to the fact that what they're putting inside will affect their health, and you can't really forget that. I can't really see anyone kind of gravitating towards being sick again. So it certainly built momentum. It certainly turned into something that's very big, and I should imagine that it's something that will stay there because health affects everyone. It's not like it's something ambiguous. It's not something that will just be trendy for a little while. I mean, yeah, its popularity may reduce below what it is at the minute because back home it's going crazy, and it may drop down a little bit. And I'll actually be kind of glad because like all of the people that are into it for fashion and fad will go away, and then there's a handful of us in England that are doing it properly and doing the real thing, and that we can carry on. I don't see that it will change a great deal. Well, yeah, I mean, if you look in the first one, it's very much like a referencing tool as much as it is a recipe book. So yes, there's recipes in there, but you go towards the back and you can look at different conditions, and you get a lot of nutritional advice as to how food can be a therapeutic factor in managing those conditions. There's a little bit of that in the new one, but it's more about addressing the areas that the aspects of daily life where people struggle to make healthy choices. So breakfast on the go, lunch at work, eating with family and friends, those kind of situations where we might slip up, or we might get tempted to do something that's maybe not the healthiest. So just providing ideas and solutions for that really. It's very simple. I mean, that is one of the problems with nutrition as a science. There's like contradiction and dichotomy around every single corner. And there's no getting away from that because that is the nature of the subject. But the underlying thing that I think everyone agrees on is like cut out all the processed rubbish and just eat real food. I say to people, if it ran, swam or grew, then eat it. Everything else, get rid of it. What it comes down to is standardisation of what's taught. Now, certainly what's the issue in the UK is there's hundreds of training providers that for some reason all end up with people being registered with the same professional body, but what they teach is completely different, and they teach their opinion rather than teaching the evidence. So what I think needs to happen is there needs to be a unification of curriculum. So anyone that studies that subject, whether they study it like in this college or that college, they're being taught exactly the same thing. They're being taught the subject from the evidence rather than just someone's opinion and someone's agenda. So that's a big part of it, and that's why I've always gone the university route. Because the university route, there's no nonsense. It's like, it's the evidence. If you can't back up what you're saying with evidence, then you fail. That's it. That's just how it works. So you get in that mindset. But with some of the other colleges, they're encouraging all kinds of things, and that's where the problem comes from. That is one of the biggest joys of my work, because I get to travel a lot, and strangely enough, the first thing that's usually on my mind is food. It's just like, what am I going to eat? Where am I going to eat it? Do you know what I mean? And something new and something that I can only get there. It's like, you know, there's Mexican food in England, but Mexican food, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, sort of burritos and tacos. It's like, well, yeah, it probably goes a little bit further than that, right? So that's why as soon as I got here yesterday, I was like, I want to try mole. I want to try the black mole, straight for the stuff that you just can't get in England, and discovering new flavours. And when I do that, when I try new things in other countries, the first thing I think of is like, right, how's it made traditionally, and look at how it's made traditionally. Can it be made any healthier? And if so, how could I do that? And it just starts a new chain of creativity.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fantastic. It's great, and it's a real privilege to be able to do it, and to be able to do stuff like this. It's like, it's incredible. It is a real gift. So yeah, absolutely, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I've got another couple of days here, so it's another couple of days of eating. Fantastic.